So, good day everyone. Today our team will discuss about the Module 11, Lesson 1, Preparing to Scale. In this lesson, we'll focus on understanding how startups prepare to grow after validation and prototyping. To make this more relatable, we'll use our own venture, which is the InnerTech, as our working example throughout to this discussion. So for the learning objectives, by the end of this lesson, we will understand challenges related to startup growth. Number 2 is to learn product market fit, best practices. Number 3 is to identify growth trajectory and risk for your venture. So in this module, we will learn how startups move beyond the early stages, from validating their problems and building prototypes to planning how they will grow, enter the market, and sustain operations. Scaling means expanding your reach, increasing production, and building a business model that can serve more customer efficiently. We will also demonstrate this using how InnerTech plans to scale its renewable energy technology. So for our core concept in this module, the first one is the value of debt. So unsaon pag-avoid sa value of debt? Unsa day ang value of debt? Growth pangs. So unsaon pag-avoid them? Leadership needed. So leadership skills needed to lead high growth startups. So for our among problem days among sa among venture, which is the InnerTech. InnerTech addresses a major energy issues in the Philippines. Schools and offices face high operational costs because air conditioners consume up to half of their total electricity use. So at the same time, these AC units release large amounts of waste heat that simply gets lost to the environment. So this leads to wasted energy efficiency and higher carbon footprints. So concept introduction, life beyond lunch. So among sa among venture, so nami solution. The solution is our solution sa among InnerTech, a set of thermoelectric generator (TEG) panels designed to attach to air conditioner condensers. So these panels na ma-convert waste heat into usable na electricity. The energy produced can power small devices like sensors, indicator LEDs, or sa mga low voltage displays. So helping schools and offices reduce waste, cut costs, and show sustainability leadership. So according to kay James Cash Penny, growth is never by mere chance. It is the result of forces working together. So this quote means that the successes doesn't happen by luck. It comes from people working together towards a common goal. So the startup's journey. So just like how other startups move from idea to scale. So ang InnerTech also follows the same journey, which is number 1 is the problem identification. Idea validation, widespread problems plus innovative, viable, scalable solution. 1 or 2 founders validate problem and solution through market research plus customer interaction. Financial resources minimal, self-fundings, friends, family. For the output is market research, initial pitch development. So among venture sa problem identification, ang InnerTech, we research DOE and ESHRAE data ko to confirm ang AC units are major energy consumers. We also conducted interviews with schools, administrators, and facility managers to validate that energy cost is a real pain point. Number 1 is the prototype development. So ang prototype development is initial low fidelity prototype of solution. So mga sketches, wireframes, mockups. One or two founders rapidly iterating with prototypes to test feasibility and refine design specification. Minimum to moderate financial resources for material specialist tools software. For the output is refined prototype prep for high fidelity version. So ang kundi among Inerteg na prototype development nag-build me og working prototype using ang upat kabok TEG modules, boost converter, terminal adapter, and a small display to measure the power output. So for the minimal viable product MVP, working model with core functionalities. Committed co-founders rapidly testing market and iterating product for better fitment with customer needs. Typically seed, bootstrapping, funding for building MVP. For the output is functional prototype, seed fundings, early stage team building. So among MVP creation, the next step is to integrate the digital monitoring system that shows real-time energy conversion, making it more practical for real users. So the product market fit. So ang product market fit is working model with core functionalities. So number one is fully committed co-founders, significant time of all co-founders going towards the venture. Second is the further investment may be needed for iteration, often from angel investors or early venture capital. For the output is user growth, engagement metrics, iteration speed, and feedback loops. So among venture sa product market fit, our early adopters include schools, LGUs, and offices that are actively pursuing energy efficiency project. So for the launch, GTM strategies for scalable customer acquisition and scalable business models. Number one is fully incorporated venture with 2 to 3 founders, at least a few additional team members, part-time or full-time. Considerable fundings for manufacturing, marketing, campaigns, hiring, and etc. For the output is managing operational cost, marketing spend, partnerships, and team expansion. So for our launch of the Inerteg, to scale Inerteg, we also start with a pilot installation in selected schools and government offices. We'll use a marketplace model for institutional buyers and an e-commerce model for smaller clients such as private offices and eco-conscious homeowners. We also aim to partner with local HVAC service providers to help with distribution and installation. So for the value of that, venture in its early days focus on building customer consumer traction and or revenue. So ang mga common challenges to overcome for survival and stability is number one is low market traction, lack of stable revenue streams, operational issues, high burn rates, talent shortfalls. And last is traction and scale up. Early customer and concrete plans for scaling operations plus commercial fundings. Fully functional team beyond the founders with relevant skills to handle operations. Substantial fundings, Series A to scale operations. For the output is manage customer acquisition and cost lifetime value, monthly recurring revenue, and churn rate for customer growth. Your goals at launch, so hindi pag-avoid sa valley of death and how to achieve product market fit. So unsa hindi pag-avoid sa gitawag nilang nga valley of death, um, where many startups fail before reaching profitability. For the inner tech, we'll begin with small-scale pilots, maintain low overhead costs, and continuously test and improve our design. We'll also tap into existing sustainability program of LGUs and the Department of Energy for partnership support.
So to continue, these are the concept discovery and choosing the path to growth. So what influence your growth trajectory? So founders have diverse vision and drives significantly influencing the trajectory of their companies. So understanding this difference is key to appreciating the varied success stories in the entrepreneurial world and also mapping the trajectory of your own startup. So our growth vision is first strengthen our presence in local market, particularly in Cagayan de Oro and nearby cities. Later expand to regional commercial buildings and government facilities. So by focusing on local adoption, first we can refine the product, build trust, and scale sustainably. So those are the things in our growth trajectory. And growth trajectory decision points. So there are vision and drive. So in vision, growth with leisure. So seek success but value for their personal pursuits. And drive is prioritize personal fulfillment over rapid business growth. And next is the managed growth. So focus on moderate success rather than being a global leader. And drive is prioritize sustainable growth with calculated risk taking and hyper growth. So aim for huge success, maybe at even a global scale. So that's it. And in drive, focus on high progress and are often relentless in pursuit success. And last is the market and product. So in market conditions, these are the things and these are the key points, which is the micro trends, competition, saturation, and right time. And this is very important in market conditions and even in product service innovation. So new or significantly improved solution. So we need really to improve our solutions and blue ocean space. And next is leadership for growth. So what's the leadership for growth? So founders leadership focus in till lunch. So these are the things in till lunch. So creativity and vision and research and analytical skills. So resilience, team identification, technology skills. So these are the important in leadership focus and also in PMF and skill. So you need a delegation, process orientation, customer success, growth hacking, and inspiring others. So these are the things in leadership focus are the key points. And growth at any cost. So practice to avoid for founders. So take note that this is very important in practice to avoid for founders. First is doing everything themselves. Initially, founder often wear multiple hats, so from product development to sales in a high growth piece. So this is no longer sustainable, and founders need to focus on their strength and delegate other tasks. And also, next is ignoring data. So we need to avoid this in for founders. So decision making based on intuition alone doesn't suffice in a high growth phase. Founders must embrace data-driven decision making. So relying on metrics and analytical to guide strategies. And yeah, so that's it. So an existing change. What work at early stage might work not during rapid growth. So founders must be open to changing business models, so strategies, and even their product and itself to adapt new challenges and opportunities. So founders must be open to changing business models. So it's very true. So and even in neglecting personal growth, founders must invest in their personal development to lead a growing company effectively. So this might include learning about new areas of business, leadership training, or seeking mentorship. So these are the things that growth at any cost and progressing to avoid for founders. So lesson from PMF experiences. So first is team. So these are the things so we need uh, to remind. So team. So do you have a balanced team to launch and scale? And also customer problems needs. Is there a big needs for your solution? And also in economic sustainability, can you generate steady revenues and profits? And also last is the product service technology. So do you have an innovative solution that can scale? So these are the PMF checkpoints. So these are the key growth of metrics to track. So first is customer acquisition cost, customer lifetime value, churn rate, gross margin, burn rate, net promoter score, revenue growth rate. So to measure our progress, we'll track key metrics such as the number of Enerteg units installed, total kilowatt hours of recover, cost saving achieved by clients, and customer satisfaction levels. So this indicator will help us our impact and business growth. And as with any startup, we expect some challenges. So this includes limited manufacturing, ensuring safety of tech modules, and slow adoption by some institutions due to script uh, uh, procurement system. So to manage this, we start small, prove the system effectiveness, and build strong partnership with energy agencies and suppliers. So as Vic said that to avoid the valley of death. So to avoid the valley of death, to avoid so we call valley of death, where many start a fields before reaching probability, profitability. I mean, so Inerteg will begin with small scale pilots and low overhead costs and continuously test and improve our design. So we also tap in existing sustainability programs of LGUs and Department of Energy for partner and partnership support. So in summary, preparing to scale means how your startup can grow steadily, reach more customers, and sustain operation. So through our Enertech venture, we've seen how small idea capturing waste heat can become a sustainable business that supports sustainability and reduce energy costs in schools and offices. So that's it, and thank you.